Okay, I'm gonna see if this will work now. It's like the third time I've tried to do it, and technology is not my friend today. Seriously, not my friend. I'm just waiting for a couple minutes to see if somebody will get on here. And everybody's at work. I'm kind of busy. But it's hump day, y'all. Middle of the week. Downhill from here. Yes, I do look forward to the Wednesdays. They lead right into Fridays. Okay, what I really wanted to talk about was the importance of value. I don't know. Most people, to me, like to know what they're getting for their value. And if you're like me, I have to see the value in something. I have to know that it's important. Like, let me give you a couple of for instances. Like, I was going every couple of weeks and getting toilet paper. Okay, we all know it's a necessity. And it was costing me about between $6 to $10, depending on whether I was at like the Dollar General or whether I was at Target or Walmart or wherever I was. About every 2 weeks. And I got to thinking about the fact that when I went to Sam's, I saw the huge package at Sam's and it was $20. And I thought, why? Okay, well, as everybody knows, a few months ago, I knew I was going to be at the house for a long time. And so before, when the doctor first told me about it, I started planning ahead, knowing that I was going to be stuck here and I wasn't going to be able to get out. And I didn't have a whole bunch of people who were going to be able to run and do things for me all the time. It's just, that's the way life is. Even though most people did come and help, and I'm not saying that, I just planned ahead. Okay, so I went ahead and 6 months ago I got the package at Sam's for $20. Members Mark, worked fine. Y'all, 6 months has gone by. I still have not bought toilet paper. We still have toilet paper. That's value. Because I added it up and I got to thinking, oh my God, I was spending like between $6 and $10 every 2 weeks. And here I went to Sam's and got the huge package and I spent $20. And it's lasted for over 6 months. To me, that's value because I quit wasting all that money every couple of weeks. Same thing with garbage bags. Now, do I buy everything at Sam's? No. But when I see that I can buy something someplace and it brings value and costs me less in the long run, or it brings value to my life, then it's important to me. Did the same thing with garbage bags. I don't know about you guys, but I change my garbage can every day. Every day. I'm sorry, I got people that live here, let's be real. So, and sometimes twice a day. Your family may be like mine, I don't know, but it gets real. We change the garbage here. Okay, so I was going, and I'm sorry, you cannot buy cheap garbage sacks because they tear, they rip, there's a hole in them. You know as well as I do, I am not cleaning up that mess halfway to the garbage can outside. It's just not going to happen. That's gross. So I went and always got my garbage bags at Target or Walmart or wherever so that I could get the better kind. Well, and they're expensive. Garbage sacks are expensive when you buy the good kind. But I had to do it, okay? So about every 3 weeks, I was buying $12 worth of garbage sacks. Went to Sam's again, and I got the box with 200. It's the Members Mark. And I still have half that box under my sink, and I bought it 1 week after I bought the toilet paper. Okay, so 6 months have gone by. I still have half a box. Yeah, half a box. To me, that was value. And I spent like $12 on it. So for 6 months, I spent $12 in 6 months, and I still have half a box left. That's value to me. That was cheaper to me than going every 3 weeks and spending $12. So the importance of value is making sure that something is going to pay for itself. You may spend a little bit on it, but it's kind of like my son. I told him, handed him $100, and I said, here, go buy yourself a pair of tennis shoes. Go get the ones you want. You are going to pay the tax on them, but I'll pay the majority of the shoes. Okay, he's working. He could do it. He comes back, Mom, I found a cheaper pair at Walmart. And I said, okay. Yeah, I was irritated. And he says, but I saved you money, Mom. I saved you money, so here's your change. Okay. So I held on to the change. And I said, he comes back to me about, I don't know, wasn't even 3 weeks later. Mom, I need a new pair of shoes. Yeah, I kind of knew that was coming. You probably did too. And I said, honey, let me explain something to you. When you pay for something that's like shoes, you need to get value for what you're putting into it. I said, if I hand you the money to go buy yourself a good, decent pair of shoes, then I want you to go buy a good, decent pair of shoes because you know that they will last. I want a pair of shoes. You don't have to buy the most expensive ones out there. You do not have to buy the cheapest ones out there. I want you to buy a pair of shoes that is going to last you for a while. He's a boy. He's past that where his foot grows all every 2 months or 3 seconds, everything like that, because boys get into that place where it's like every time you turn around, every time they get up in the morning, they need a new pair of shoes and bigger pants, and because they're growing. Okay, well, I says, I want you to be able to have these shoes that last more than 2 or 3 weeks. I would rather you spend a little bit more on a pair of shoes and have them last. Value. The importance of value. And now he's learned that. Now, I do buy my pants at Walmart or in Target and everywhere else, but I like my shoes to last a little bit longer than a couple weeks. So, as most of you know, I've had AAA forever because I believe in it. Because I was locked out of my car. I have been locked out of my car. I might have had a dead battery. I've had a flat tire. You guys have seen that. Most of you that know me know that life happens. I'm very blessed to know certain people that life doesn't happen to, but personally life happens to me a lot. So it added value to my life. But then I got kind of irritated because I would have it towed and they would only tow it for just a certain area. It never did anything for me in the case of wearing eyeglasses. Never did anything for me if I needed to go to the dentist. My youngest son needs braces. It would not pay for anything towards that. I've seriously considered getting LASIK. It wouldn't pay anything towards that. Did take a discount off of my hotel. Not very much. But for what it paid for, I thought, okay, well, it adds value. Well, then I was informed that there was a better value out there. MCA, Motor Club of America. And you know me, I'm like, I have to find out. I have to go through. I have to figure it out and make sure that it is seriously going to add value to my life. Because my money is hard to come by. I don't know about y'all, but my money is hard to come by, and it goes really a lot faster than I ever want it to. Work towards it really hard, and then it goes right out the window. Well, I did. I sat down and I researched. Do you know if you use MCA, it pays up to 60% of your LASIK surgery. 60%. Okay? 60% off eyeglasses. First year we got Dakota's eyeglasses, he went through 3 pair. His insurance paid 75% of his first pair, and that was it. After that, all of them were mine. MCA will pay and pay and pay every time. They will pay 60% of your visit. They will pay 60% of your vision. The whole package. Also on dentists. You need to get online and look it up and research it, because I know for me, that was what was important to me, is looking it up and finding the value in what my money was going for. And I encourage you to please research it, check the value, see how much it adds towards. Now, I'm going to be straight up honest with you. It doesn't pay that much towards a hotel, maybe 10%. I mean, it's not, buying it for just your hotel, that isn't worth it. But it covers your motorcycle trailer. It covers your boat trailer, truck, your work trailer. It covers, now I'm not talking about insurance, but I mean if you have a breakdown or a flat tire or something goes wrong, that's what it covers. It covers your vehicle. And go on and check the miles it covers. I mean, are you kidding? I know a friend of mine who got stuck up in the mountains, and the AAA wanted her to push her car for a distance so they would come and get it. Not so with MCA. Who's going to push their car? I mean, seriously? So that's why we have roadside assistance, because we need the assistance when we need it, when it happens. So, don't tell me we got to push our car. That's what this does. If you need battery help, if you have a problem, you get a ticket, you have a car accident, if you have something that happens and you need assistance while you are on the road, you get in a car accident and somebody gets seriously hurt, they help you with the hospital, bill. Check this out, because it adds value. I would not kid you about this. To me, just for the value that it adds to me, I have 2 teenage boys driving. 2. I needed value. I needed to know that if my kids are somewhere, they are protected, they're safe. I am a woman alone. I needed to know that if I needed something, that truck or something happened and I couldn't call my family, I had somebody I could call. Like if I'm down in Panama City and something happens to me, I can call Motor Club of America and they will be right there. They will be there to help me. I will not have to sit on the side of the road and wait, because to me that is dangerous. I am a woman alone. Yes, I sometimes have my son with me, but that does not mean he is always with me. So I needed to make sure that I was protected. To me, these are the things that add value. It's not just about me encouraging you to purchase something. To me, it adds value. That's why I did it for me. And I'm just letting you know how it can add value for you. And I thoroughly encourage you to please go on there and check it out. Look up how it can add value for you. I know, and you know, that the value is important. You want to make sure that what you're doing is going to help you and your family. It's not money being thrown towards something that's a waste. Nobody wants a waste. This is not a waste. This is something that can help you add value. And I just want to let you guys know that. You can comment or below for the information, or you can contact me privately for the information, and I would be more than happy to set you guys up and let you look through my website before you guys can even purchase or anything else, just so that you guys can look at the benefits. It covers vitamins. It covers prescriptions. That is to me a lot right there in itself, to find out that all these things. And if you look on my Facebook page, Happy Lifestyle, it'll have my website on there. And guys, to me, this is one of the things that has totally changed my life. I do a lot of driving. I drive to Dothan, I drive to Enterprise, I drive to Florida. I'm in Florida a lot. So, and if I'm in Florida and I need some help, I'm not sitting by the side of the road waiting on somebody. I go to Georgia a lot. Obviously you can see I like to go places. But anyway, that's why I do this, so that I don't have to be afraid. I've got my MCA in my back pocket that I can get help wherever I need it. And it'll still help me at home too. So give it a look. Just check it out. And hi everybody. And I will talk to y'all later. Thank you. Bye.